Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit. You all have performed very well in your term 1 exams. Keep it up, children. And now let's start with our term 2 chapters. And the first chapter of term 2 is chapter number 12, Living Longer and Healthier Lives. So now let's see what we are going to learn in this chapter. So here you can see the first point is written the clinical thermometer, the stethoscope and the microscope. So we are going to learn about the clinical thermometer which you have already seen. Stethoscope also you have seen and microscope. Machines that can look inside your body. So there are different machines which can look inside your body. About that we will learn in this chapter. Then surgery and anesthesia and antibiotic. Vaccination, pasteurization and antiseptic. Vaccination also it is prevention from diseases. So now let's study about all these things in this chapter. So now let's move further. To live a long and healthy life, we need many different things. We need a clean environment, healthy, nutritious food, and we also need good medical care. So all these things we need to live a long and healthy life. A long time back, humans did not understand diseases and thus did not know how to cure them. Diseases were considered to be a curse of God. Now, what is curse over here? Curse over here means that God is punishing them. So, they used to think that God has cursed them, so that is why they are having so many diseases. But today, due to the tremendous progress made by medical science, we understand why disease occur. Several methods of diagnosing diseases have been developed. Thousands of medicines are available now. And now we are having thousands of medicines and more are being developed to treat different diseases. In this chapter, we will learn about some major developments in the field of medical science. You have seen that this pandemic is going on, but still there is medicines to cure it. So it is done with the help of medical science. So now let's see next. So here is our first topic, that is clinical thermometer. Now what is thermometer and why it is used? Often we fall ill. Our body becomes warmer and this is known as fever. So you all have must have experienced fever. Fever is a sign of disease. When you complain, your parents touch your forehead to find out if it is warm or not. But this does not give a correct idea about the fever you have. So they measure the temperature of the body and this they can do with the help of thermometer. And here you can see both these children are having thermometer. Temperature is a measure of how cold or hot something is. It is measured in degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. The clinical thermometer was invented by Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit. So now in this picture you have understood what is clinical thermometer. Now let's see next. And here you can see two pictures. One is digital thermometer and another one is clinical thermometer. Nowadays most of the place you have seen they are using digital thermometer. And in the olden days and now also at many places they are using clinical thermometer. Now let's see next. So here is Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit who invented the clinical thermometer. Now let's see next. So our next topic is stethoscope. When you are ill, you go to a doctor. The doctor examines your chest and back with a stethoscope. So here also in this picture you can see that the doctor is examining the child. The doctor is able to listen to the sound of your heart. So now our next topic is microscope. So now what is microscope? A microscope magnifies a tiny objects and makes it look much larger. It helps to see things which are too small to see with the naked eyes. Now what is the meaning of naked eyes? Naked eyes means without specs or without using any type of lens. So that is called naked eye. The first microscope was made by Zacharias Janssen, and here we can see in this picture, this is a microscope and it magnifies a tiny object and makes it look much larger. Now let's see next the picture of Zacharias Janssen. So here is Zacharias Janssen and he made the first microscope. Earlier the microscope used to look like this. So this was made by Zacharias Janssen and it is the first microscope. And it was made in the year 1590. Now how Zacharias Janssen got the idea of microscope? So he was a spectacle maker in Holland. Several scientists helped to improve the microscope. So there are several scientists who helped to improve the microscope, and because Zacharias Janssen was a spectacle maker, he got the idea of making a microscope. The microscope contributed a lot to the development of medicines. With the help of microscope, scientists were able to see for the first time the germs that cause diseases. Over the year, they have been able to identify germs that cause different diseases. So here you can see this is a microscope which is used nowadays. It then became possible to find medicines that could cure diseases by killing those germs. Today, doctors examine the blood and urine of a patient under a microscope to see the germs. This helps them find out the diseases the patient is suffering from. So even in many advertisements also you have seen that they are showing us germs on hands or on some other places. So this is all done by the help of microscope. So now let's see our next topic. This picture is also given in your book. So now let's read out the information related to it. The E. coli bacteria seen under the microscope, and this bacteria causes diarrhea. So this is the bacteria which causes diarrhea, and this picture is taken from the microscope, how it looks under the microscope. So now let's see next, children. So here you can see a scientist looking through a microscope. So here is the picture of a scientist and she is looking through a microscope. Now let's see next. So here are some machines that can look inside your body, and the first one is X-ray machines. So now let's understand about it. Several new machines have been developed which can look inside your body and produce picture of it. X-ray machine can take pictures of the inside of a person's body. Scanners produce pictures which shows more details than an X-ray photograph. So here you can see the picture of X-ray machine. Here is the X-ray machine, and what type of picture it creates? It creates this type of picture. If we are keeping a hand front of the X-ray machine, then it will show us this type of picture. The different types of scanners available are ultrasound, CAT and MRI. So here you can see the picture of scanners which are used nowadays, which gives us the pictures of inside of a person's body. With the help of these machines, doctors can see images of bones and internal organ and find out the disease a patient is suffering from. So this is the use of scanners. And now let's move on to our next topic, and that is surgery and anesthesia. So here you can see the picture is given. This is a surgery is being performed by the doctors. So now let's understand what is surgery and what is anesthesia. Sometimes to treat a disease, defective organ in the body, it is necessary to cut open the body and operate on the organ. This is known as surgery. So when the doctors cut open the body and operate on the organ, so this is called surgery. Through surgery, it is possible to repair the organ and cure the disease. In some cases, It is also possible to replace the organ with a healthy one. So even you must have heard about the replacement of kidney or heart in a patient. So this all is done through surgery. So here you can see the doctors are performing a surgery. So now let's see next. So here you can see this is a surgery going on in the olden days. In the ancient time, the surgery used to be performed like this. So in the ancient Indian text mentions surgery being very painful. Earlier, now doctors make the patient unconscious before operating so that they do not feel the pains. So here you can see in this picture in the ancient time how much painful was surgery. But nowadays at present doctor make the patient unconscious. Now how they are making them unconscious? So what they are using to make the patient unconscious? So they are using anesthesia. Doctors give the patient anesthesia to make them unconscious. Now what do you mean by unconscious? So it is a state like sleep. Like in this state, the patient will feel like he is in a sleep. So it is a state that is like sleep. Chloroform was one of the first drugs to be used as an anesthetic. The first operation using chloroform as an anesthetic was performed on 18th November 1847. So this is how surgery and anesthesia is connected, and the first drug which was used to make the patient unconscious was the chloroform. And with the help of chloroform, patient do not feel the pain during surgery. So now let's see next. So here you can see this is how the doctor they give anesthesia with the help of an injection. So now let's see next. So here some information is given about chloroform. So now let's read it out. Chloroform was the first drugs to be used as an anesthetic. The first operation using chloroform as an anesthetic was performed on 18th November 1847. So chloroform was the first drug which was used as an anesthetic. And the first operation using chloroform was performed on 18 November 1847. So now let's see next children. Next is the topic antibiotic. So here you can see there is picture given of different diseases. So now let's understand about them. Bacteria are germs which spread several diseases such as tuberculosis, cholera and typhoid. In 1928, Alexander Fleming discovered a drug called penicillin, which could prevent the growth of bacteria. He used the drug to cure many types of bacterial infections, and later many other drugs were discovered, and they are called as antibiotics. The discovery of antibiotic was an important milestone in the development of medicine. So this is how antibiotics are used to cure many diseases of bacterial infections. So this is the use of antibiotics. Now let's see next children. So here you can see the picture of Alexander Fleming who discovered penicillin. And as I told you earlier that there are many germs in our hands and the places we sit and the things we use, like you have seen in many advertisements that they are showing us different types of germs which are spreading everywhere. So these germs causes many diseases, and to cure the diseases caused by these germs, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, and penicillin is a drug which is used to cure many types of bacterial infections. So now let's see next. So here you can see there are different type of antibiotics medicines which are used to cure disease. So there are different types of antibiotic medicines which are used to cure bacterial infection which are caused by germs. So now let's see next. So here we have come to the end of this part 1 of this chapter, and what we have studied till now, we have studied about the clinical thermometer, the stethoscope, microscope, machines that can look inside your body, surgery and anesthesia, and then antibiotics. So this we have studied in this first part of this chapter. Now let's see next. So now homework time, children. So what is your homework for today? So you have to find out what are germs, then write the names of different instruments with their inventor, and then learn exercise of the chapter. So this is your homework for today. Now I'll meet you in a next class with the part 2 of this chapter. So till then, take care of yourself and study well.